What is up team, welcome back to the channel. We're back with another mobility video. This one is geared towards running and preparing the body, and especially your lower body, for longer runs. Hopefully a lot of you in the new year have decided to take up running and get a bit more active. So this movement pattern and this movement flow is going to help get things primed and ready to go, rather than just literally jumping out the door and starting to run. We've got 4 exercises to do. We're going to do a hamstring roll, a calf smash, hip cars and a dynamic hamstring stretch, just to target each area of the body that is going to be primarily used when we go running, and areas that can get quite tight quite quickly. All you're going to need to do this session is a massage ball, lacrosse ball, hockey ball, something like that, something small that you can get into smaller areas, and a foam roller. So the first one we're going to do is a hamstring roll. So what we're going to do with this is the roller is going to go underneath the hamstring. We're going to take our weight off this leg, jump up onto the heel of the other leg, hands behind, and we're going to rock back and forth, trying to get into the hamstring muscle as best we can. What we're going to try and do is go for a fairly rhythmic movement and maintain that. We're going to go for 30 seconds on each side. So I'm just going to time this on my phone and work with you. So, we ready? Let's go. So 30 seconds on the first leg. So trying to go up and down the length of the hamstring, getting it nice and ready to move, opening things up, using the pressure of the foam roller to relieve any tension that we may be feeling in the hamstring already, and getting it primed for work. If you can, try and rotate your leg around and just make sure we're hitting across all parts of the hamstring. So that is 30 seconds on that leg. And then I'm going to swap over, so exactly the same onto my right leg. But again, trying to hit the full length of the hamstring, getting things ready to go, ready to move. So again, as I say, keeping that movement nice and rhythmic, rotating the leg, so I'm hitting every little spot in the hamstring as best I can. Especially if I'm tight from training, this is a really, really good one to get things moving and get this warm. So that is a minute. So that is 30 seconds on each side. The next one we're going to do is calf smash. So this one is really, really good at pretty much doing the same thing that we've just done for our hamstrings, but getting into specific areas of our calf. I find really, really tight calves negatively impact me going into training after a run, and going into a run as well. If I've got any kind of lingering cramp, I know it's going to hurt later on in the run. So what we're going to do, bring one foot into your leg. We're going to use our lacrosse ball, massage ball, whatever we've got. We're going to lean over so this calf is nice and loose, and all we're going to do is make small circular motions up and down the inside of the calf here, and this is going to help relieve tension in the same way that the roller does with the hamstring. So again, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. So when we're ready, if you haven't got a ball, you can actually use the palm of your hand and just keep moving in small circular movements. So 30 seconds starts now. So again, I'm starting at the bottom, small circular movements, and just working my way up, using the palm of my hand to make the circles, and just going up towards the crease at my knee, and then working back down, moving throughout the whole thing, keeping it nice and dynamic in my hand, and just working out specific knots in the calf. So that is 30 seconds on that leg. So we're going to switch it over, do exactly the same on this side. So again, leaning over, using the opposite hand to generate some power, really putting some force into it with my arm and elbow, and again, just moving up and down the calf nice and slowly towards that crease in the knee, and then working our way back down from there. Nice, good stuff. Nearly there for that. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. So that is calf smash. Next one we're going to do is hip car. So this is a really good one to open up your hips, get things moving. If you've been training hard and been doing a lot of squatting and lunging, your hips might be tight. This is a really good one to open things up, ready to run. So what we're going to do for this one is, in our all fours position, we're going to go one leg at a time. We're going to lift it up. It's going to go out and away, and we're actually going to turn from our hip out so that our toes are pointing out We're going to bring it back towards our elbow and twist back to the start like that. Okay. What we're trying to do here is limit any movement in your upper torso and try and keep all of this rotation in this back hip. So one more time before we start. Here we go. Up, out and away. Straighten that leg. Turn and bring it back in towards your elbow from there. Okay. Again, same as the others. 30 seconds on each. You should be getting about 6 reps of this, taking your time nice and slow with each one. So, roll forward, go up and away, turn, back into the elbow, and restart it. There we go again. Out and away, and back in. Once you get the flow, you don't need to return to the start position. You can keep it in the air and keep the movement fluid throughout. Embrace your core in this one, making sure we're limiting any movement in the upper torso. Last one on this leg. We're back in. So we're going to swap legs, exactly the same movement. So up and away, turn, back into the elbow, and restart. Turn, back away. This is a really, really good one for opening up the hips. Even if you're just doing squats or something like that, you're not running, this exercise is brilliant for opening things up and getting your hips nice and loose, ready for work. Nearly there, one more rep. Out, away into the elbow, and return. And that is 1 minute. Awesome stuff so far. So that is hamstring roll, calf smash, and hip cars. The last one we're going to do is a dynamic hamstring stretch. So for this one, what we're going to do is, just make sure I'm in shot. Drop onto one knee, the other leg's going to be out in front on the heel, and all we're going to be doing is rocking back and forth onto that hamstring and back in like that. Okay, so if I go side on, as you can see, on that heel, we're going to rock back in, not fully straightening, and we're going to come back up from there. Okay, again, 30 seconds on each leg. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. So, rocking back and forth. Feel that stretch in the hammy, and come back up from there. Same again. Again, nice, slow, controlled movements. But we're stretching out the hamstrings each time we sit back, getting them ready to work. They've obviously already been prepared from our rolling earlier, so now they're a little bit more flexible. So we should be able to sit back a little bit further each time and just open up the hamstrings. Okay, so that is one leg. 30 seconds is up. Now we're going to swap. Exactly the same movement. We're going to drop back into that hip, come forward again like that. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. 10 seconds. Really, really good one for opening things up, and like I said, trying to get a little bit deeper with each rep, but still taking the time, going nice and controlled with each one. One more on this leg, and we're back up. So that is it for pre-running routine. 4 really good exercises that prime the legs, get yourself ready to run. You can also use these if you are going into the gym to do a lower body day. They're all really good for opening things up and getting them moving. But that specific flow is one that I use before I go running. Like you saw, doesn't take too long, 30 seconds on each leg. Gets your body ready, gets your body primed just before you head out the door to go on your run. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that subscribe button. Go and like this video as well, and check out all of my other mobility videos. I appreciate all of the support I get on these. If you haven't already, go and follow me on Instagram as well, and I'll see you in the next video.